Wednesday the 24th of January. I was in court obviously on the Monday. I was followed over to the train station by Waterford Gardaí 3 times, past me literally within 2 or 3 minutes. And it's been the same since I got back. Do you know what I mean? Between that and then you have subcontracted builders employed by Waterford City Council. Now, not all of them, because what they're trying to make out that I'm trying to employ, it's not. There's a handful of them basically. There's a certain group of electricians basically who I actually know personally, who are basically willing to do anything for fucking contracts for Waterford Council. And I'm touching on a lot of kind of like corruption obviously within Waterford City. And you can imagine the influence, like, right, of our ex-mayor, John Halligan, and those up in Children's Group, like run by his sister, Mary Halligan. I've been bringing a lot of attention to kind of how there was a breach in protocol, multiple breaches in protocols, about allegations of historic sexual kind of abuse that went on up there. And basically, Waterford Gardaí didn't kind of take these complaints seriously because of the political influence of certain people involved in it. Let's just put it that way. Now it's kind of been looked into. It's going to be shut down, I'd imagine, in a couple of weeks there. And I've been threatening to kind of, and I won't say threatening, but I'm saying like a lot of these girls that the DPP said they're wanting enough evidence for and all this kind of like fucking bullshit basically. Some of them confided messages with me and emails to me, and I've been speaking about kind of reading these messages online. So obviously within kind of this year, that case is going to be wrapped up. It's the only reason I don't read these, because they say that a certain case fell apart because I read these, but it's going to fall apart. Maybe I'm wrong. If it doesn't fall apart, sure, I won't read the messages, but I'm telling you now, it won't. Like, it's been 20 years. Like, it's 20 years being covered up. Do you really think this is going to get anywhere? Do you know what I mean? The only reason that's been taken there now is to stop people from like coming forward while they issue their threats. Threatening girls for the last couple of months, they are threatening people. Don't be looking for people to come forward and fucking, you know what I mean? And Waterford Gardaí are aware of this. And regarding that whole kind of like Anne Carey, who basically started this is some weird twisted fucking experiment by this person. And I actually spoke to her about this. Would you believe this? When I was in this religion thing, I actually had a conversation in her kitchen about this, about her ways and her means, and kind of I was questioning about like who was she to play judge, jury and executioner, so kind of rubbed her up the wrong way, being honest with you. But yeah, and so this actually was done many years ago, but without the help of social media. It was done kind of word of mouth and gossip and innuendo. But now she was itching to fucking do this with social media, and this is why it's all kind of social psychology, sexual psychology. It's all done a lot through the internet and all this kind of stuff, in a way of kind of harassing people. Like my neighbour upstairs, they're pretending there's no one up there. If you go back through my videos, you see the bullshit from this fellow upstairs. And actually, my wife is going to talk on video. She'll definitely talk on the next one, because I just wanted to talk to her on video, and just to give you some kind of idea what's been going on with this clown living up over us. And there's a website, and every movement I do is put up on this website. Every single move, every time I leave in the car, is put up on the website. So when I go out there, and I have people like kind of fucking following me everywhere I go. And now I know all this kind of, so it's kind of half the battle, I suppose. Like this whole Bahoy thing that I was in, this Ankari, this is what they believe. They believe in removing your privacy, do you know what I mean? But you don't hear her talking about her own fucking personal life and how she was driven out of Kerry by her own family, believing she was in a cult. Do you know what I mean? But this is what they do, basically. And if you talk about it, you look somewhat kind of fucking insane, let's be honest about it. And if you don't talk about it, then you're open to be persecuted for the rest of your life, basically. But I'm willing to see this through, being honest with you. And Waterford City Council, a certain person involved in this, they spread all this kind of pornography and stuff, and not once, not twice, but fucking 3 times this was done. Once out in Tranmore, I rang the guards on that person. It was done again in Barry Street, I rang the guards then, and it was done again down Spring Garden Alleys. And I don't know, if anybody wants to get that and go to the guards, I genuinely don't have an issue, alright? Go to the guards, you should go to the guards. If it's a moral issue, if you're going out talking about me and gossiping about me and all this, it's a moral issue then, is it not? So go get it, go to the guards. You don't have to give your name. You can do it anonymously and just say it's mine and you think it should be looked into for the safety or whatever. Okay? Other than that, like, mind your own fucking business, basically. And but that was done. That was spread everywhere in an effort to try and get rid of me. As I spoke about in a previous video, Anne Carey had a previous involvement through Tussle with a minor where I was a witness in the case, and when that all came to light, this shit hit the fan. You can probably hear that dope up over me now, scraping his furniture around because I'm making the video there. But this goes on the whole time, especially when I put my daughter to bed and stuff like so. But and then the owner saying there's nobody living up, there's no one up there. So obviously, if you did hear that, you didn't hear anything. Anyway, but this was spread everywhere. It was mainly spread from members of fucking Sinn Féin, small-time local drug dealers, morons, being honest with you, like, do you know what I mean? Using fucking like Sinn Féin and the whole kind of republicanism as a way to threaten people. That's what it is. These people, like, they use it as a way to threaten people, and people feel somehow kind of threatened with the whole stigma attached to Sinn Féin. And this stigma was used to threaten some of the girls that came forward regarding that whole charity children's fucking group thing. Do you know what I mean? So you have the same kind of like cronies of certain people in Waterford hiding behind the stigma attached to Sinn Féin. Do you know what I mean? But this was spread all through Waterford Council, right? And now I found out from someone in Waterford Council, because I couldn't get an answer from the estate agent at the time. I started getting evicted. And there was actually somebody went and they found out to me, and an old landlord of mine was at the handing this into Waterford City Council. He was at the twice trying to get myself and my wife evicted because I was under HARASS at the time and the rent was 500. But I was in a 5-year contract. He wanted 750. I wasn't going to pay 750. I was in a contract for 500. So he tried to basically have me evicted twice. And yeah, he spread it all through Waterford City Council, and so did another person I can't name, but they spread it everywhere with the assistance through the Sinn Féin network. Now, I'm not blaming everyone on Sinn Féin. That's 100% what I'm not doing. But this is what was done. So Waterford City Council, right, need to see this through. So there's certain members of Sinn Féin who had to run to corrupt fucking Waterford Gardaí in an effort to try and set me up and fucking have me beaten up. Fucking, there's loads of stuff. I'm not going to get into it. I think I was assaulted 5 or 6 times at this stage. Fucking had drugs planted in my home. I'm not going to get into all of this, but it is what it is. They're trying to socially kind of ostracize me, thinking that if they apply enough pressure, that I'll somehow feel threatened enough, or that I'll break and all this stuff. And they can't break me, being honest with you. So now what they're doing is they're again resorting to fucking attacking me family. My mother went through hell. Fucking hell. I don't want to get into that too much because I fucking... Do you know what I mean? I find it a bit emotional, being honest with you. But yeah, Waterford City Council are desperate now to see this through, being honest with you. I have Waterford Gardaí yet again circling me fucking apartment in an effort to try and provoke me. Do you know what I mean? All to protect local fucking Gary Glitter, which was basically what they protected 20 years ago. And he went on to do it again and again and again and again. But it's not just him. They're protecting the people who protected him. Do you know what I mean? And the people who protected him were getting protected by a political fucking party. And not only that, they were getting protection within the Catholic Church. Now, does that ring a bell to anyone? Does that not sound a lot like the Bill Keneally case? See, it's the same kind of like, it's more or less the same thing, being honest with you. But Waterford City Council, they have their fucking subcontracted tradesmen now fucking hanging around me like a bad smell and fucking trying to harass me. And I could, I suppose, get into arguing with all these kind of clowns and kind of like, what's the point though? Because it's about the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is about the main people at the heart of this. And for those people subcontracted by Waterford City Council, like doing everything in that, and so you get a couple of fucking contracts thrown your way. Look what you're assisting. Do you know what I mean? Look what you're helping. Look at the corruption of what you're engaging in and what you're assisting. Do you know what I mean? So anyone thinking of hiring any of these like so-called professionals who are subcontracted by Waterford City Council, just look at what they have at hand in assisting covering up in Waterford. Do you know what I mean? Why would you hire these people? And I'm not saying all these people, and I'm not saying all these people in Waterford Council, like there's only a handful. And it's the same handful goes through Children's Group Link, the corrupt members of Waterford Gardaí, the fucking members of the Catholic Church. Do you know what I mean? Like Waterford City Council, it's the same dozen people, I'd say. Do you know what I mean? But they make it look that I'm blaming all these different organisations. Do you know what I mean? These people that are doing the run around for these people, these are just kind of fucking, they're in it for themselves because they're getting contracts out of it. So I can kind of understand that as much as they're fucking idiots, being honest with you. But that's it. I just wanted to say that. I'm not going to be fucking antagonised into arguing with like fucking tradesmen all over the place and all that. This is about the main issue. Helen McEntee, once and for all, needs to clarify what I'm saying. Like, you don't get any more serious. It's not like it's not fucking serious enough. It's not like there's no evidence. So if there's evidence and it's that serious, why is it not being looked into? And if you're refusing to look into it, why won't you let me go to the fucking European courts? They're offering me no legal assistance. Do you know what I mean? While they doctor every kind of fucking paperwork and file and everything, you know what I mean? That suits their narrative, which they had to spin. This is basically it. They spun the narrative after they spread all this fucking shit about me in an effort. But nobody really knew why they spread it. And then when I started explaining it, nobody believed me. And I wanted to put fucking sentences together, being honest, because I was kind of being poked and prodded from all sides. Let's just put it that way. And I'm sure somewhere has kind of pulled the paperwork and realised, well, actually, he's fucking telling the truth now. So now what are we going to do? So now they have to try and see it through. So obviously that's what's going on there now. My family is being fucking targeted again. I don't mind going out, being followed all over the place. If I'm being honest with you, like fucking the water off a duck's back. Like as I said, it's 11 years at this stage. Do you know what I mean? And if I was going to go, I would have fucking probably gone 10 years ago, wouldn't I? So I'm obviously not going to go. So what they're doing is they're as usual, attacking my family. God forbid my family have any kind of fucking peace. And that's basically it. And nothing is off limits. Births, marriages, fucking deaths, nothing is off limits to these people because they need to cover up something that's so fucking gross. Do you know what I mean? Look what they're stooping to. What does that tell you in itself, that they're stooping to these levels? Do you know what I mean? And I'm the only person that's calling for a transparent inquiry. Do you know what I mean? Why can't you like have a transparent? If I'm all these things that you're claiming, why not have a transparent inquiry? Do you know what I mean? In the next video, 100%, I speak to my wife on camera, and I just want to address this clown living up over me, and I'll show a photograph of this dope at my car in 2020, on his hands and fucking knees, 2:45 in the morning. This is the night before the first time my brakes were cut, actually. That one cut 3 times now, but this is the first time. And the guards are aware of this, and I don't even think he was spoken to. I think they came down knocking at his door about 12 times, and he never once answered the door. And last time the guards came down, or they fucking hammered his door down, being honest with you, and he won't answer the door. Do you know what I mean? Just like when the whole leak and all the work shit and all this, the owner wouldn't engage with fucking no one. Do you know what I mean? Because the owner has association with Waterford City Council. So it's in their interest to keep as much pressure on me and my family to prevent this from coming out, because they don't want the information that I'm trying to put out there getting out, basically. You know what I mean? They're trying to dictate what information people hears. I'm not. Never once, like in any of my videos or any of my posts, have I ever said to anyone, don't be spreading any of this stuff about me, or don't be fucking saying that about me. I've never once said that. Spread it as far as you can. Say like as much as you want. I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? But there should be a transparent inquiry into this, just on the off chance that I might actually be speaking the truth. Do you know what I mean? Let's just say I'm lying. I'm at the fucking defaming like fucking the whole town. Let's be honest about it. So I should be held to court. I should be at least brought to court for that, where I can get to put my side across. Because they'll ask me in court why I'm saying X, Y, and Z. Obviously, I'll have to either substantiate it or I'll be found fucking guilty of something. And on the flip side of that, then, if I'm telling the truth and all of this was as I've been saying, and it's been covered up, well, obviously it's going to undermine the whole fucking system. And that's really what's going on. They know I'm speaking the truth, and many knows I'm speaking the truth. And unfortunately, the majority of people in Waterford are fucking cowards. And if they're not cowards, they're gossips, being honest with you. You know what I mean? They run in groups, they run in gangs. As individuals, they're fucking nothing. But as I said there now, Waterford fucking tradesmen, there's a couple of there now I can tell you that I'd actually have shit on myself if I really wanted to go fucking into it. Do you know what I mean? Look what you're fucking assisting in covering up, being honest with you. So stay out of my business and I'll stay out of your business. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Obviously I came back from court there Monday then, and things didn't go according to plan. The ex obviously never turned up. I'd like to think that that speaks volumes in itself. Do you know what I mean? Like, God forbid she contradict what I'm saying. Why would you not contradict what I'm saying if I'm lying? Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there now. I just wanted to say that kind of few things there now. And the next video I make, I'll speak to my wife, because I just want to give a kind of example of what it is that fucking, as a family, we're going through in an effort to not have this fucking investigated. Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense. Why would you not have something investigated? Something so serious. And as for the people of fucking Waterford, ye gossips and all, ye all voted in the same fucking people who covered up all that shit for the past 20 years. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'll make another video there now in a day or two. I'll speak to my wife on camera because she wants to say one or two things herself, being honest with you. just want to highlight the kind of bullshit that's going on, being honest with you. And now we have concerns for like her daughter's future. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's some way to be fucking living. Do you know what I mean? It's bad enough they harassed me mother into her grave and they fucking destroyed my life. Now we have to have concern about my fucking daughter. Do you know what I mean? All because fucking they want to protect what they've already protected. Do you know what I mean? And only a couple of weeks ago, they had the same fucking dirtbag on the grounds of the same charity, surrounded by the same fucking people who covered for him. Let's be honest about it. And now because I won't give in and the shit is starting to hit the fan and the cracks are starting to appear, and what do? They come down and they approach my fucking neighbours. Think I didn't know about that? Well, not everyone is fucking corrupt. Or not everyone is living under the thumb of these fucking clowns, you know what I mean? So yeah, I suppose I'll leave it there for now. And I'll make another video I suppose in a day or two. And we'll keep going.